Where's Mary Ann at? Mary Ann, where you at?
On the right.
Oh, you're right here. Okay, here we go. Got to take a selfie, like Ellen. All right, bring it in. This was a fan request. All right, selfie. Are you gonna bring it in? Get in here, people. Get in here. We're taking a selfie. Come on. This is serious business. This is risky a little bit, even. All right. Are you guys ready? All right. All right.
Hey, wait. You got to tag that one. I don't usually take a selfie, but when I do, it's with Ryan Eller.
There we go.
She takes selfies. Yeah.
Never with Ryan Eller.
That's true. Boom. Bucket list. Check. All right. All right. So here's the deal. We've been going all day long, and it's been a great day. And you guys have been phenomenal. As a matter of fact, we've had some of the best speakers I've heard in a while. And you guys have been making poor Randy cry back there. That fella, he's not going to have any tears left. Randy, I'm sorry that they put you through that. So I want to have some fun. And I know that it's a little bit mentally straining sometimes to sit for a while. And like Dave said, I get to travel around quite a bit and speak to different groups. And each group is a little bit different. So I've developed these quick little assessments that help me kind of gauge the level of leadership, engagement, intentionality of the group. And so I want you guys to kind of do these assessments with me very quickly. They're very easy. You can just stay in your seat to do them. But the first assessment, I'm going to tell you what not to do before I tell you what to do. Okay? So don't do this, but try it out. I want you guys to put both your thumbs up like this at the same time. Okay, let me rephrase that. Everybody put your thumbs up like this. During the next assessment, don't have your two, at no point in time should both your thumbs be extended at the same time, okay? Now I want you guys to put your fingers out like this. All right, at no point in time during this next assessment should both your index fingers be extended at the same time. Pull out your hand pistols, all right? We got some pokes in the room, all right? So what I want you to do here, at no point in time should you have your hand pistols out, okay? And I repeat, never. So I want you to have one thumb up like this. I want you to extend one index finger. Very easy. All I want you to do here is just switch, all right? As fast as you can. No two thumbs up at the same time. No index fingers, no hand pistols. As fast as you can. You guys got this. I believe in you. Look at Jen Moff. She's dominating it. You guys are killing it. Hey, to me, leadership and engagement and live your list, it's all about being intentional. It's all about doing things that seem a little bit weird sometimes, because change and growth and being like turning into a new person sometimes, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. And it's weird and like, oh, this is odd. I don't like it. I should be better at this, but I'm not, and I don't really know why. But I promise you, if you guys start with try before, and if you continue trying, continue practicing, you can do something you never thought you were able to do. This next assessment, I want you to put 4 fingers up like this. I do want to see a hand pistol. Point at your 4 fingers. I want you to say bang, shoot your pistol, and then switch, just like that. Bang, bang, go for it. Bang, tuck those thumbs in. Tuck that thumb in. Boom, 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 bang, bang. Mayhem, you got that thumb out. Nice. I love it. All right, to me, leadership and change and growth and live your list and being intentional about your decision and getting better, like we've talked about all day long, it's not only a little bit uncomfortable. I want you to know that it's okay if you make mistakes along your journey. And that you're trying something new, and you should be applauded for that. Because most people don't spend the time and effort to learn or do new things. And the reason being is because they are scared to death to do something that might make them look silly in front of people. And this is a room, and this is a community, and this is a group where it's okay for us to say, do you know what? I've had a bad week. Do you know what? This has been a little bit weird for me. I haven't liked this as much. I'm trying to do something new out, and it's not going very well. And that is okay. And I want you guys to know, if you start with the basics, if you do things that are a little bit uncomfortable and you challenge yourself to grow and you start doing these things, you not only start doing things you never thought were possible, you start doing things that other people thought was impossible, that the world thought was impossible. And you guys are doing that. And I think that's phenomenal. This next thing I want you, this one's pretty easy. So I think you guys will like this one. 2 thumbs out like this. All right, we're going to have these thumbs go in big opposite circles. One's going to go clockwise, one's going to go counterclockwise. One's clockwise, one's counterclockwise. Kevin Buchanan is nailing it. Ronnie's nailing it. Look at those circles. Those are beautiful. Melissa Hawks is going the same way. I love this one. I love this one because some people are like, I got it. And I'm like, you're going the wrong way. And they're like, okay. So the thing is to me that this learning process is growing, this changing that we're all going through at the same time. It's a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little bit weird. It's okay to make mistakes. We also need to know how to live a balanced lifestyle. We wear a lot of hats. You guys are parents. You are sons and daughters. You are husbands and wives. You are entrepreneurs. You are authors. You have full-time jobs. You guys have animals you have to take care of that sometimes don't get taken care of. Chores around the house. Sometimes you run out of gas. And you know what? That is okay. But what we have to know in life is exactly what Matt talked about. You have to learn to be able to find that balance. And you have to be able to figure out, okay, I got to take this big risk, this big jump, this big move. I have to bring some stuff with me. And it's kind of like a juggling act. If you learn how to juggle, you start with one juggling ball, and then you move to 2, and then to 3, and then you see these people that are juggling like 17 chainsaws and stuff. They didn't start out with 17 chainsaws. And I think when we try to change and get better, we're like, I'm going to conquer the world. And that is okay to have that mentality. By all means, be a wow person. Dream big. I want you to. We all want you to. But you have to learn how to take it step by step, one step at a time. And I'm going to get better. It's exactly like who was saying that? Michelle was saying, I'm going to start with drinking water. And that's it. And I love that. And I think that's how we do it. And we say one step at a time. And this journey we have is a marathon and not a 100-meter dash. And like Jared said at the very beginning of the morning, we have this American Idol mentality where it's like, I want it now. And I also want it now. I want it now. I'm part of the me entitlement generation. I want it now. But I have to learn, just like you all have learned, that it takes patience to change. It takes patience to impact lives. It takes patience to go from here, not just to that wall, but all the way to Broken Arrow and through Arkansas, which God forbid Arkansas, and then keep going and further and further. I'm sorry. And what I love, do you know what I love, is this room is full of those kind of people. And you guys are intentional. That's why you're here. A lot of times I work with a group or I speak to a group and I'm like, please just try. Just try. I just want you to try to dream a little bit. But you guys are there. So we get to skip a lot of my keynotes and we get to jump right into it. And all of you guys have a different kind of purpose and idea and mentality for this life. However, I think if we want to go really far in life, if we want to do great things, I think that you have to be like this guy right here.
Wait a minute. I must show you this. Lickable wallpaper for nursery walls. Lick an orange, it tastes like an orange. Lick a pineapple, it tastes like a pineapple. Go ahead, try it.
I got a plum. Grandpa, this banana's fantastic. It tastes so real.
Try some more. The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Snozberries? Who ever heard of a snozberry?
We are the music makers. And we are the dreamers of dreams.
First of all, I take 3 things away from that video. Thing number 1, they're licking wallpaper. Why have we not been funding this? First of all, I want some in my house. Second, who wants to punch that little girl? Matt? All right, Matt? Okay, you don't punch people often, but you wanted to right there, okay? All right, last thing I know is we need to be music makers. We need to be dreamers of dreams. And we're here. And this reminds me of a great quote that I love that says, be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts become your words. Be careful of your words, because your words become your actions. Be careful of your actions, because your actions become your habits. Be careful of your habits, because your habits define your character. Be careful of your thoughts. I encourage you guys to be careful of your thoughts. And what that means is start thinking intentionally. Start living intentionally. Some people look at people like Matt and like Jen and like Melissa and like all the superstars in this room. They look at them and say, I want to be like them. I want to be like that. And I say, start thinking like that. right now. Start living your list by having a mentality that says, I am going to do all the things, not only that I want to do, but do the things that I can to give back to this world, to change others, to impact lives. Because that really, if we break it all down, is what life is all about. Not just live your list, not just this conference. It's to take the opportunity to say what Dave Bouchard said earlier today when he said, you know what? I never thought I could do this. I never thought I could take in a damaged young lady, and I did. And that is what life is all about. And that's where being intentional about your thoughts changes your words, changes your habits. The best way I have found to change the way you think about stuff, create a bucket list. Now, how many of you guys have a bucket list? Raise your hands. All right, how many of you guys have written that bucket list down? All right, hands went down. That is not a bucket list. You have bucket thoughts, my friend. Everybody has bucket thoughts. If we had more time, I would have you guys write down a bucket list. Tonight, you have homework. Homework is dream a little bit. Wow a little bit. Start thinking in this way. What do I want to do in life? You know how bucket lists start? They start with fun stuff, like these kind of things. I want you guys, this is a scale 0 to 5. 0 to 5 right here. 0 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. I want everybody to put up your handometer, just like this. All right, handometer, I want you to tell me if you would add this item to your bucket list. 0, no way. 5, yes, or I've already accomplished that. Thing number 1, grow a mustache. Gin Moth, number 5 right here. You guys have checked it off. Boom, check. All right, how about this one? Run a marathon. A little bit different. 0 to 5, 0 to 5. Boom, check. Everyone here should run a marathon, by the way. All right, next. Learn to play the piano. 0 to 5. It's like a 1. How many people have checked it? Give me a big woohoo. Woo! All right, how about this one? Skydive. Woo! Some of you guys are like, 10. Woo! Ralph is in the back like, there's no way I would jump out of a perfectly good airplane. You leave me alone, Eller. All right. Now this is my favorite one and number 1 item on my bucket list. Go to Antarctica. 0 to 5. Boom, I love this crowd. As a matter of fact, we are actually taking a trip to Antarctica. We had to push it back. 2017, Live Your List trip to Antarctica. You guys can come, for real. I want you guys to come. So if you're being careful of your thoughts, you start thinking about what I want to do in life. And it starts out with these kind of things, travel and having fun and doing the things like, oh, it'd be cool to learn the piano or learn another language. And then when you start having this mentality, it changes into, okay, I want to do something a little bit more than that. And I want to change the paradigm in which you guys view your bucket list. And a bucket list is not just a list of things where you want to do and places you want to travel, but by all means, put it on your list because it's on mine. It's your lifelong dreams and goals and ambitions. Add those on there. They're career and personal and professional goals. I want you to have those on your list. If you're like Matt and you say, hey, I want to work with a Fortune 100 company. I want to put that on my list. Why not? You know what? He may not ever achieve it, but I guarantee you he's not going to achieve it if he doesn't have the mentality to think about going that. Those kind of things like he just talked about do not happen by chance. They happen because you put in the hard work and you work really hard and you persevere and you do all the things that he talked about in his risky business. By the way, I was really hoping when I saw risky business that you were going to slide across the stage in your undies. Next time, you missed an opportunity, my friend. But it's not just having a bucket list. It's not just dreaming big dreams. You have to have this mentality to dream dreams. You also have to be a music maker. Let's skip that one. You have to be a music maker. You need to make music. You need to be someone that, I think a lot of us stand there with our beautiful instrument, this God-given instrument, this talent that we have, and we're just waiting for the conductor to tell us when to start playing. That's not how life works, my friends. You have to start playing your own instrument. You have to learn how to play it. You have to make that music. That's what life is all about. The most important thing to remember about making music is you need to be like the star in this next video. And I want you to look at the eyes of the star. I want you to look about how committed this star is to doing its dream and achieving its goal. You know what? I hate to tell it to you. I don't know if anyone said this. I think people have said it today because Matt said it. You're going to fail. Yeah. You're going to set out and you're going to fail. I am. You are. Everybody is. We're going to fail. That's something. Hopefully it's not the big things. Hopefully it's not our relationships. Hopefully it's not our family. Hopefully it's not the big things in life. Hopefully you fail in little things like you lose your job or you lose a career, you change a career, kind of like Rick was saying. You know what? You look at that and you think, this is the biggest thing that could possibly happen to me. Often those things turn into the best thing that could possibly happen to you. And that's where we say, you are going to fail on this journey. It is a guarantee. Regardless, you have to stay committed. You have to, whenever times get tough, you got to know that why. You got to be like that cat. You know what you got to do? You got to step back up on that ledge and say, you know what? I learned a few things. My little cat arm's broken. I had to go to the kitty doctor, also known as a vet, I guess. I call them kitty doctors. You have to go to that vet and you're going to say, I'm going to get better. And I'm going to work harder. And I'm going to learn more. And I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to find out a better way to do that. Maybe it's climbing the stairs. I don't know. You got to figure out how to do the things that you want to do. And then the next piece of advice, when you're making music, you need to be like the star of this video.
Well, my life used to be till I tapped the NPC to conduct the such breaking. That's what y'all gonna do. That means y'all break through, cause y'all clear the touch. Bandmates, Chris Kirk is on the scene. The hot races, the drum is going up. Breakout, epidemics in the globe breaks out from every show for this shit that I heard.
I don't know if you guys know how table tennis works, ping pong. That dude dancing had 1 point, all right? The other dude has 10. When you are on this journey, when you guys are trying to figure out how to make music, how to dream big dreams, you have to celebrate those small victories. You have to celebrate small victories around the way, because in the big victories in life, when you get married, when you have kids, when you graduate from college, when you get that new job, you land that consulting gig, people come out of the woodworks to celebrate with you because you've done something. They want to admire you. It's the little things you need to celebrate. And it might be, do you know what? I had a long day today. Today was tough. And I got mad at my kids, and I did not throw one thing at them today. And you know what? Life was tough today. I had this TPS report I had to fill out and a memo I had to send, and I had like 6 bosses come in and ask me about that memo. But do you know what I did? You know what I did? I kept going. I kept going. You need to celebrate those victories because like we said earlier, your journey is not from here to the end of the stage. It's not to the wall. It's not to Broken Arrow. It's not across Arkansas. Your journey is a long ways away because life is a journey. Because it doesn't stop because you will never arrive. None of you. Me, you, no one. We won't arrive. And I was talking earlier this morning, seems like yesterday, to a lot of the group and said, we won't arrive in life because Bill Gates is my example. When did Bill Gates knew he arrived? Was it when he made the first computer in his garage? Was it after that? Was it whenever he made his first $1 million? How about when he made his first $100 million? How about his first billion? How about his first 50 billion? How about when he became the richest person in the world? Do you think Bill Gates thought, ta-da, I'm here, I have arrived? I do not think so. Maybe a little bit, but I don't think so because it would be awesome. But Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation gives back more money than any foundation in the world, and he is on a tireless effort to solve some issues across the country, to solve world hunger, to remove diseases off the face of the earth. That is his mission, and that's what he's doing because he says, my life is not over. I've done some incredible things. Is Bill Gates living his list? You better believe it. I sure hope so. He's got a yacht bigger than this church. You know what I'm saying? He is living his list, but he's not there yet. And I want you guys to continue to celebrate those victories. Now, I want to close out strong. I want to close out this day strong. I want to close out this speech strong. I want to close out everything that we do before we go out to dinner tonight at the neighbor's stable. What I want us to do, that's how I read it. All right. I want to fire you up. I want to fire you up because I got something that fires me up. I want to show you one last clip. And if you recognize the movie that this clip was in, I want you guys to get excited. I want you to get fired up, all right? I want you to fire up. And as soon as the video's done, Dave's going to take over and I'm going to walk off the stage. So here we go. If you see it, get fired up.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live.
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you.
Well, I'm not going home.
We've got too far!
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
You're gonna work harder than you ever worked before.
But that's fine, we'll just get tougher with it.
If a person grits his teeth and shows real determination,
failure is not an option.
That's how winning is done.
Believe me when I say we can break this army here.
And win just one for the Gipper.
But I say to you, what every warrior has known since the beginning of time, you've got to get mad.
I mean plumb mad dog mean.
If you would be free men, then you must
Fight to fulfill that promise. Let us cut out their living guts
1 inch at a time.
And they will know what we can do!
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
You're like a big bear, man.
This is your time.
Seize the day.
Never surrender. Victory or death.
That's the Chicago way.
Who's with me?
Clap! Clap! Don't let him die! Clap!
All right, let's fly.
And gentlemen in England, now I beg, shall
No, my name is the Lord.
when I tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take
Our Independence Day.
Hey, go live your list.